Bit of shopping. Buy some dinner. Going with a beef lasagna. It's going to be hard to cook, but we'll give it a go. Hey guys, welcome back to Wild Tracks. The town here behind me is the coastal town of Manly, which is about 15-20 kilometers north of Sydney, Australia. So this is about 10 kilometers from my home, so I have been here for many times over the last maybe 15 years. But today I'm here for a very specific reason. I'm here for a wild camp. So I brought my Bivy with me. I'm gonna look for a spot to set up camp for the night. Ideally I'm gonna use a rock overhang or a shallow cave. I know a couple that are suitable, so we're gonna see if we can find them. But I need to kill a few hours because there's a lot of walkers. It's a very popular area for walking. A lot of walkers in this area, a lot of tourists as well. So I'm only gonna set up camp later in the afternoon. So I packed fairly light. I left the sleeping bag at home. The temperature, lowest temperature will be around the 17-18 degrees Celsius. So I bought some long clothes and hopefully that will be sufficient. I got a Bivy with me, so that should keep me warm. Now this is a small backpack, 30-liter backpack from the brand Bivy, which I believe is an Australian brand. I used it only a couple of times, or maybe 4 or 5 times over the last month. But as you can see here, where it has been glued together, came undone, at least one side. So I had to tie it up. Luckily I had a few things with me so I can actually tie it up. But that's not good, isn't it? Alright, back on the trail. A little bit of light rain, but actually quite nice. It's a GoPro, you can't eat it. No. So I'm exploring the area a little bit, checking for some spots to stay tonight. And this is one I have been before. I know roughly what it looks like, but just want to have a look. The problem with all these spots is you're very close to the main trail. For instance, where I'm standing now is maybe just 50 meters off the trail. So stealth camp is what we have to do. Keep noise to minimum levels. But we should be okay tonight. The one thing that might be an issue is wind. about 4 years ago they had a bushfire here, which opened up this area. You can see there's a lot of young green popping up everywhere, but there was a lot of scrub here, so now it's way more accessible, which is pretty cool. So you can wander through the bush. So this area where I'm walking is referred to as the Manly North Head, and it forms part of the access to the Sydney Harbour. With two landmarks, you've got the South Head and North Head. Any ship that goes to Sydney Harbour has to pass through the South and the North Head. So earlier I mentioned that the area I am is referred to as the North Head. Well, that is the South Head. So all boats and ships that want to go to the Sydney Harbour has to pass through this water here. And over there you can see the Sydney CBD, all the high rises. Interesting. You see this stack of leaves and twigs. That's the nest of the bush turkey. Don't know how long it takes them to build this, but this is definitely a nest. But no one is home. You may recognize a spot from a previous video. This is probably one of the best shelters along this cliff area. So this is probably going to be camp for tonight. Got a nice roof. As long as there's not too much wind, should be okay. I can see there's a rain cloud over there, a few more there. Let's have a look where we are. Pretty high up. Bit of a snack, some crackers with mild salami. There's definitely rain coming our way. About 15 minutes ago there were two kind of isolated clouds, and now I can see along the horizon. Yeah, rain is definitely coming this way. The one good thing, the wind is not strong at the moment. Feels like I'm quite protected, but that can change obviously in a couple of hours. Alright, it's about 5 p.m. at the moment. I'm gonna make some food. I still hold off rolling out my Bivy bag. I'm doing that probably around 6:30. I'm quite close to the main trail, and maybe just 100 meters, maybe even less than 100 meters off the main trail. It's quite secluded though, you need to know it's here, otherwise you will not find it. But still a possibility that locals or so maybe drop in, you never know. Saturday night, so still a possibility. That's why I'll wait for that. But I can make some food though. So I've got that lasagna I bought earlier in the day. I'm gonna cook it. See, I'm not sure if it's gonna work, maybe it's gonna burn. I brought my spirit stove with me. Let's get it out. Here it is. Good thing it is pre-cooked, so you can actually eat it like it is. It isn't much, the lasagna, but should be enough for today. I'm not that hungry anyway. It's cooking. Yeah, probably gonna eat it now. It's not hot, but it's warm enough. Well, I hope to be dry under this rock overhang, but I'm not. I can feel the rain. But yeah, it is what it is. So the wind died off, but it's still raining. Very light though. But this is the cave, or the rock overhang. So I brought my old Dutch Bivy bag with me. That should do the job for tonight. Got my nature hike pillow. I'm really happy with this one. Used it once. Very compact, very light, but it works perfectly. position the Bivy in this way. I can put it here, a little closer to the edge obviously. I think this will work. I use a ground sheet to protect it a little bit. Where is it? Here. That should work. At least there are no mosquitoes here. Pretty good. I did brought the mosquito net just in case, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna need it tonight. Well guys, it's getting dark. The weather is actually quite nice, not too cold. The wind comes and goes, but not too strong. I'm happy with that. Yeah, hopefully we're keeping it dry tonight, and if not, not a big deal either. Visitor, possum, and a big one. We've got a strong wind and some rain, not too much, but I definitely can feel the rain, but it's not too cold, but the wind is really forceful at times. It makes the Bivy bag ballooning up, filling up with air. But it's going to be a long night though, pretty hard to sleep. So here we go. Bivy bag is completely filled with air. Alright, very windy night so far, a bit of rain, not too much though, but that makes sleeping almost impossible. Let's see how we go. It's going to be a long night. Wind again picked up, as you can see, more rain. A quick check-in. It's about 4 AM in the morning and I had maybe 45 minutes, maximum 1 hour of sleep. The wind has been really strong. We had lots of rain, definitely more than I anticipated. But it has been good. Same time, looks like the wind is kind of moderate at the moment. The rain is a bit less as well, so hopefully I can get another hour of sleep. I will see you guys again at sunrise. So I'm using my old Dutch Army Bivy bag, but I'm really pushing it to the limit, and it's not 100% waterproof, I noticed. So it might not be the last time that I'm using it. I've got about an hour and a half to go to sunrise, and hopefully by the time the rain eases and the wind settled a bit, morning. Well, good morning. We survived the night. That was a that was a long night. I slept maybe just an hour all up. So the night started when the night fell. I had this massive possum roaming around this little camp spot, and I had to scare it off a few times before it actually stayed away. And then around 9 o'clock is when the wind picked up and the rain started. And it didn't stop raining till 5 AM. And in particular between 4 and 5 AM, that was the worst. Hard wind, heavy rain, and there was water running from this rock ledge, not only here next to me but on top of the bivy bag. Yeah, that was more than the bag could handle. As you can see, it's pretty wet. I'm a little bit in a puddle here, and inside it's quite damp. To be honest, quite wet. I think it has probably been the retirement trip for this bivy bag. It's no longer waterproof. In hindsight, I probably should have brought my OR Alpine bivy bag. That would handle these conditions perfectly fine. But alright, I had loads of good memories with this bivy bag. Maybe I'll keep it just for warm conditions, good conditions. We still have a lot of rain clouds hanging around. Still raining over there. I'm gonna pack up and head back to Manly, the town centre. Maybe have some breakfast. It has been awesome though. A little bit unplanned overnighter, wild camping just outside the town centre of Manly, very close to the main trail. Oh well, let's pack up. It's actually raining at the moment, but it's not much wind, so I'm actually dry where I'm standing now. In contrast to last night when the wind came in. So I need to get all my stuff again, this dodgy bag. As long as I make it to the town center, I'm good. Looks like we had a lot of rain overnight. Many big puddles. Well, I'm heading back to Manly Town Centre. Have some breakfast. Then I'm heading home. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And you may want to subscribe. And I hope to see you next time. Ciao.